Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Finals day of TI11. G'day Shinzy44 Cold, how you doing? Welcome in to the grand final day. This is the lower bracket final. And we have Team Secret on one side, Team Liquid on the other. Both these teams have come through lower bracket, or not lower bracket, last chance qualifiers, so they've had lots of game practice. Completely insane that they're both here today. The winner, Tundra, the winner will be facing up against Tundra in the grand final. And straight off the bat, Liquid have grabbed themselves Enigma. First pick, Secret, do not kid about. Straight away enter with the Silencer and the Nyx Assassin. So they have their answers to their Enigma and Tusk. Wowzers. So bans as well, Marcy and Broodmother for Team Secret. Liquid have removed the Leshrac and the Dawnbreaker. Okay, so let's have a think about how this is going to start functioning in this game. The Enigma game is going to be rough. However, Team Liquid has been one of the teams who have been running Enigma as a 5 if it's not a good game. Insania has played Enigma 5, I think maybe at least 2 or 3 times. So Liquid are one of those teams that are willing to switch up the Enigma role if it isn't a good game. And Silence and Nyx Assassin sort of indicates it's not a good game for it. So I'm sort of thinking that this Enigma might be Insania's hero, Tusk might be played by Boxy, and then we'll see the 3 core picks come later. If you give Zai this Enigma against a Silencer Nyx Assassin, it becomes really, really difficult to play Enigma. It's nigh on impossible. You basically just have to get a refresher before Silencer does, and that's about your only answer. Second phase bans, Pudge being removed from Team Secret, Liquid remove the Monkey King and the Kunkka. So getting rid of Monkey King, Kunkka, by this stage in the tournament, it's targeted bans to each particular team, but getting rid of Monkey King suggests you might want to have a melee core. Someone who isn't going to be afraid to sort of man up. And if there's a Monkey King, you really don't want to have fight inside of Wukon's command with Jingu stacks building up on top of you. Hope you're having a wonderful day, Shinzy44 Colt. Welcome in. This is the international final day. 32's international final day. Lower bracket final. So 3 teams are left. These are 2. One of these teams are going home. Whoever loses this best of 3. Enchantress banned.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
I mean, normally it's the teams against Team Secret that are banning Enchantress and Chen because of the puppy factor, but Enchantress is fallen a little bit out of favor, honestly, in the last in the main event. Enchantress was sort of first pick or first phase pick for a while there, just because of the late game impetus damage it can output, and the fact that it's just really hard to bring down in some drafts. Pangolier banned as well from Liquid. Yeah, well, both of these teams have very similar playstyles, and they seem to be probably banning some of the heroes that they're likely to pick themselves. Pango certainly picked up by Team Liquid in this tournament, but banning it out, making sure that chaos, that instant sort of stun and lockdown control isn't going to be there to the side of Secret. You don't want to give Nisha that Pangolier or even Resolution. I have to say, yesterday the Resolution Dawnbreaker was insane, and that first phase ban on that was just purely respect against Resolution, that first phase Dawnbreaker ban, because we haven't really seen Dawnbreaker in the main event, and for Team Liquid to just immediately remove it, just utmost respect between these players, just recognizing when they see something good, they know it's good, and won't allow Secret to get a free win from that. Secret are using a lot of their reserve time here to ban out. They get rid of the Storm Spirit. Interesting. The Storm Spirit was picked by, Storm Spirit, immediate sniper pick. So ban Storm Spirit, pick Sniper. So how are you going to get onto this Sniper? I was going to say Storm Spirit, wasn't really good for Liquid yesterday. I think they lost with it. It's sort of Mikhail's Storm Spirit. It just seemed to get run over a little bit. That was against a core Pudge, I believe. Didn't have enough. Just didn't have enough burst to get through the Pudge. And that was with an Omni Knight sitting behind. But if you're going to go ahead and pick Sniper, get rid of that Storm Spirit. Make sure that the Sniper has a good game. The issue with picking a Sniper here in this draft is you've got a Silencer who sort of wants to be sitting on the back line as well. Nyx Assassin will be looking to interrupt in a way, but he's not necessarily sort of frontline material. At the moment, Sniper is still fairly vulnerable. So Nyx will be playing to the side, Silencer will be playing behind. Who is stopping, you know, the team of Liquid just getting on top of this Sniper? There's still a few questions that Team Secret have to solve in this draft if they want to run this Sniper. Saying that though, Liquid have experience against the Sniper. They have, I believe they played against the Sniper twice against Asta. I think Monet was playing the Sniper, so Liquid have the experience, and there's the Lifestealer. Yeah, I think fairly expected there, the Lifestealer and Lich. So this is going to be a core Enigma. Saying that, we did see a core Tusk yesterday from 9 on Tundra. I guess we could still see that. Tusk mid, Lich and Enigma supports. I'm really concerned for Zai if he picks up the Enigma here. I don't see how he manages to get off black holes with a Silencer in the game, particularly from a core position. You really expect a lot from your POS 3. Beastmaster by Secret, so looking for the vision control, but it's still not really a frontline hero for Team Secret. You know, he's going to try and initiate, try and get the numbers advantage, try and make it a 5v4, link up with the Nyx Assassin. So between the Nyx and the Beastmaster, they're going to have vision all over the map, trying to protect the Sniper, trying to stop them from being closed in on. You know, part of me wants to see a Spirit Breaker here from Team Liquid. I think they've run it before. Liquid, they ran the Spirit Breaker Lifestealer combo. The old choo-choo train coming in hot. But I mean, that would mean, I don't know, that'd be a very unusual draft, but possibly it could work. Tusk and Enigma cores, or maybe even a Spirit Breaker core. It is one way to get in on top of the Sniper.
10 seconds remaining.
I think Lifestealer will have to go, Martu will have to go for the BKB this game, just to have that self-dispel from the Global Silence. So have the Global comes out, he BKBs, and then he can follow up with the Rage afterwards. Both. I think that BKB will be necessary. Obviously not rushed, but maybe after 1 or 2 items, he'll go towards that BKB. It's becoming more and more popular, the BKB on the Lifestealer, particularly when there's sources of silence on the opposition team. So Bloodseeker and Gyro banned out from Liquid. Secret, remove the Mars. I wonder if they ban Spirit Breaker here.
10 seconds remaining.
Liquid are probably unsure as well whether this Sniper is a safe lane or a mid laner. I'm probably hedging towards it being a safe laner. If you put a mid Sniper, it really does hurt your tempo significantly in the game. Unless you have just an absolutely baller lane. And normally it's good against particular matchups. I mean, you know, like the Spirit Brothers, the Sniper is pretty good against.
10 seconds remaining.
So with the last pick coming up for Liquid,
5 seconds remaining.
I'm supposing they're looking for a Mickey hero mid, but unless this is a mid Tusk. Yesterday with their last pick, Night Stalker, made me think that Team Liquid were prepared to pick what was necessary. They were prepared to sort of go all in on the draft. And
Team Secret's turn to
it's a Primal Beast. You know, it's not a Spirit Breaker, but it's pretty similar. It's pretty similar. So that's probably going to be a mid-primal beast. Looks as if Zai will be on the Enigma.
10 seconds remaining.
Secret still to pick
5
their,
seconds remaining.
I guess their mid laner. 46 seconds. Liquid seem to think it's a safe lane. They banned a Gyro and a Bloodseeker. I mean, if it's a safe laner, then they need something that has a reasonable tempo. You don't want to pick a sniper and a sniper and a Terrorblade, or a sniper and a, you know, Slark, because you're playing 3v5 Dota for you know, the first 25 minutes of the game. So if it is a sniper mid, kind of want a high tempo safe lane. This is where you can pick like an Ember safe lane or Leshrac safe lane. Ooh, Leshrac is banned, isn't it? Yeah, Leshrac is banned. Necro safe lane is Morphling. Ooh, okay. This is a bit greedy. It's gonna be a mid Morphling. The mid Morphling, safe lane sniper. It is a bit greedy, particularly against a Primal Beast Tusk, who are going to want to be just running straight at you. Zai's going to have the game of his life on Enigma if he manages to get off these black holes. He'll have to catch the silencer or somehow bait out this global silence. There are other stuns prior to BKB that could cancel that black hole. But the global silence really is the main solution that Team Secret will be using to deal with that black hole. And Puppy's positioning has to be paramount, and he'd know that. Puppy, obviously TI11 winner. He is well aware of what this boss 5 silencer has to do. Predictions for this draft, you know, I kind of like this Primal Beast last pick. It's got a good passage in for the Lifestealer with the Infest Bomb. Foxy as well, so there's two sort of ways into the fight for Matumba Man on this Lifestealer. I like the Liquid draft, but my concern is Zai. If Zai has no game, then Secret, I think, come out on top. And there is no harder counter in the game of Dota 2 than Silencer against Enigma. There is just no counterplay. BKB will not fix it. Lincoln's will not fix it. Glimmer will not fix it. Like, there are no counterplays. It's refresher or bust, basically. The alternative to that, as I put in our predictions, will tower be denied. Sure. Ooh, first tower destruction. The alternative for Zai is he doesn't care about the black hole at all. You can sort of play Enigma and level the black hole, but not really potentially plan on using it. Sort of just go all in on auras. So you'll see he's already got the Vladimir's Offering queued up. If he goes Vlad's, Pipe, Crimson, you know, just goes all in on auras, gets a Shard, the Malefice, and really plays this hero as like an aura carrying 3. 1, 2, 3. And doesn't really go in for the blink BKB, then he can just sort of play as an aura carrier. That is the other alternative. I think Puppy would have to be paid about $10 million to cast Global Silence, not to cancel Black Hole in this game. So both teams moving out to the mid lane under the cover of smoke. Puppy has a couple of wards and sentries on him. Insane, a couple of sentries as well. Both teams meet in the middle. Liquid do chuck down an obs. Don't know if that was scout or not. Probably not. I mean, you'd just be guessing if it was. Other Liquid ward is down on this bottom side, scouting out behind the trees to see if there's any support rotations or supports moving to block camps, as the players just love to interrupt. Other wood for the side of Secret is up on the high ground above Roche, just to see if there's any sort of rotations coming up topside, but also to help contest the pulls. As we move to our runes, it would appear actually might have a bit of a fight here. Liquid then moving in with Mickey. He's got the hasn't leveled anything up yet. Matu gets stunned. I thought maybe he wanted trampled all over him there, but decided not to. I think we'll be a couple of runes each way, so 2 and 2. Let's head to our lanes. Nisha, mid lane, playing the Morphling for Secret. He'll be laning up against Mickey on the Primal Beast. Mid lane with 70 damage, plus a Quelling Blade, level 1. Down in the bottom lane, Chrysalis on the safe lane Sniper with Headshot level 1. Supported by Puppy on the 5 Silencer, that level 1 in the Glaives of Wisdom. He's laning against Boxy on the Tusk, and Zai on the 3 Enigma. Up in the top lane, see Insania on the 5 Lich, supporting Matu on Lifestealer. They're up against Rezo on the Beastmaster, and Zayak playing the Nyx Assassin. And Zayak already will start to do a little bit of creep lane manipulation. We saw yesterday in the matches that teams love to start pulling these creeps around. You can see Insania doing the same thing as well. So just going to pull them behind the tier 2 just to get some easy level 2s for their cores. So it's not contested. So you're much safer in lane. Bottom side, you can see the same thing is happening over here. Boxy's trying to pull this creep wave through. He's getting, I think he's got 3 of them. He didn't get all 4. So one did sort of go back, but it's actually pulled underneath the tower. That's not really where you want it to be. You want it to kill your creeps as well. Stun onto Insania. Zayak just going to chase through. Zayak has really good regen, 4.3 plus 4 base armor. So you can trade effectively against this Lich in the early stages. And Insania, before he gets a few more levels, maybe a point in Frost Shield. Can't really trade that well against Zayak. Saying that though, Insania is he's balling up against Zayak there. He's giving a few right clicks, sending it his way. Definitely not too. So that is Zayak's ward there. So Sentry planted down, will be de-warded immediately. So the contest for the small camp continues. Meanwhile, on the lane, Matu has the level in Ghoul Frenzy and Feast now, so just starting to zone back Rezo. No level in Feast just yet. Mid lane. Boxy actually came over and snapped up that water rune, so Nisha, no refill on the bottle. Mickey did get his refilled with the water rune and starting to trample over towards Nisha. Will get the range creep. That's really what his goal was there. Waveform is leveled on Nisha, so he's probably not going to get caught out here too badly. We'll just waveform away and be perfectly fine. Bottom lane, you can see that the side of Secret putting lots of emphasis on just clearing out these Eidolons as soon as they can when they're spawned. Go towards Arcane Curse, throw out the Shrapnels, and just immediately clear them out. You don't want them to start multiplying up. Puppy getting like 3 hits there. He's got 5 temporary int stolen over on Desire, so just keep using that level in the Glaives of Wisdom. 15 mana a cast, and just to keep harassing, a bit of pure damage, a little bit of int steal. Come out, throw another hit, and see, there's the curse. Moving forward, but Boxy's the one who actually rolls on through. Another Shrapnel up into the air. Puppy pops the mango. Throwing out more Glaives of Wisdom. They've got the vision. Can they get the chase onto Boxy? He's got no chills left. Maybe a salve. He wants to. The last right click coming through. It won't be enough. Puppy. That last pure damage Glaives of Wisdom I thought might have got the job done. But underneath the tower, a little bit of extra armor. Boxy's perfectly fine, and he held the salve. Didn't end up using it. So now he's healed back up, and on the lane, really, that was the resources of Secret used. You know, Puppy used his mangoes. So he's not really got a lot to give now in terms of aggression on this lane. Unless he sends out a bit more regen. Matu now. He's gone for leveling. Just holding on to a skill point at the moment. 2 in the Ghoul Frenzy. 1 in the Feast. Just holding on in case he wants 1 for the Rage. Mid lane. Okay, Nisha still duking it out. Still no first blood. 4 minutes in. Not for want of trying on these side lanes. Charging through onto Nisha once again. No waveform just yet. Has a bit of a cooldown. So Mickey may have actually had that kill if he committed, but it would have been tight. Rezo going straight into the Helmet of Dominator. Now we did see yesterday Beastmaster go for the Helm of the Dominator as the roll comes in. The Chrysalis. There's a rotation now from Mickey. The onslaught with the trample. They'll get through Chrysalis. And the first blood will go the way of Mickey for Liquid. Puppy though, he's on the run. There's an onslaught in 8. Boxy has the shards. Will it catch him? No. Just on the other side, although I think Mickey's still on the hunt. He wants it. Have any vision? You won't keep chasing. You head back to the lane. Be happy with the rotation in the first blood, and he's feeling very strong. As I was saying about Beastmaster, I did see yesterday sort of the Helm of the Dominator build up, but then straight on into the Wraith pack. So not going for the Helm of the Overlord, which is sort of quite interesting. Normally you'd see the Helm of the Overlord on the Beastmaster, but just wanting to get a little bit more out of that build up and wanting to have both those items. Wants the additional creep, but also still have the Wraith pack. I think there was a time there when it was sort of like you either go for the Wraith pack or you go for the Helm of the Overlord. Not both, but I mean, saw yesterday that you can just do both. Just stop off at the Helm of the Dominator. Mid lane, DD Rune actually picked up and immediately popped by Nisha. He'll onslaught away. Very, very mobile mid laners on both sides, both the Morphling and the Primal Beast. So Ike's still hanging around, has another stun in 3 if he wants to sort of go for it. Boxy's turned up as well, looking to maybe turn around a rotation. And they're going to stun in. I guess the snowball will protect a little bit, and Mickey just charges home. So with this DD, they're going to get a decent amount of damage on this tier 1 tower. Heck, they might even try and take it down. Insania's rotated in with the level 1 in the Frost Shield. Trying to get this catapult dead. He's denied actually as well. So they lose a lot of health there from that DD on the Morphling. Down to 522 health on that tier 1 tower. Already, Mickey has level 6. Jay immediately popping, just pulverize up, rolling through with the snowball. I think they're going to try and get this kill, but the strength morph's a little bit too strong. Now turn around with the impale from Zyke. Adaptive strike will do a little bit of work. Puppy's turned up as well with the Glaives of Wisdom. He hasn't really got anything else to give. Another adaptive strike onto Boxy. We'll just run it off. So, plenty of rotations mid, but no one actually dies there. Gate Tangle 12, welcome into the stream. Glad to have you here today. Bottom lane, Chrysalis has the treads, Wraith Band, Magic Stick, and Zai. This could be a kill. He's got a decent amount of Eidolons. He's got a level in the Midnight Pulse. He doesn't. He's going to chase through the trees. Zyke, TP's in. I might actually start turning around. There's the Impale with the Shrapnel down on Zai. He's being chased up. The Eidolons, they are being killed by the creeps, and the last little blink will come through. Zyke will get the last hit. And Zai gets punished for that attempted kill. Talentless comes out from Zayak. So Helm of the Dominator is complete, and we see that the Satyr Tormentor, Hadouken at the ready, has been picked up by Rezo. For Boars plus Satyr. You can continue farming quite quickly now. Level 1 in the Inner Beast, and pressure this top side. Meanwhile, in the river, Dust will go down. Really much Mickey could do there. If he onslaughts over, there's probably a good chance he dies himself as well. Insania is still around this mid lane, wants to protect this tower. 2 in the Frost Shield now, wants to make sure it keeps it alive. It'll be the Frost Shield popped out, delaying a little bit more. I mean, you lose this tier 1 tower so early, you really don't have much room to wiggle around this mid lane. I think they're going to commit unless there's more rotations coming out. I don't think Insania can do it himself. He might just try and get a cheeky deny here. He's going to go for it, maybe throw out the hit. No, doesn't get it. And that's the first tower going down. 9 minutes in. And 9 minutes in, it wouldn't be unexpected to see a tower go down. However, you'd expect it to be one of the side lane towers. Normally, one of the 2 safe lane towers would go down, but not so much the mid lane. Actually surprised Liquid just offered no defense really against that mid lane push. Tamaman does get stunned up. Nisha and Zyke are in the area. Doesn't yet have a point in rage. Went for 0-4 build. Maxed out the Guild Frenzy. Bottom lane, that wasn't Black Hole used. They didn't actually get the kill yet. Chrysalis, he needs a little bit of help. He's running. He won't get it fast enough. Boxy will now TP away.
Dire's top tower.
Top tower will fall now. Charge coming through from Mickey with the trample. Look at the damage. This is the life of the Pos 5 silencer. This is the life. You get caught by Mickey on this Primal Beast, and not many items are going to save you.
Radiant's bottom tower.
You didn't even have to use the pulverize. It was just death on delivery. It's like Zai and Insania are trying to trade those towers as well in the bottom lane, trying to get some sort of momentum on the map with two of their own towers already being gone.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Secret moving through Liquid's jungle. They'll smoke up. Wait, there's a Roar online. Yeah, Roar is ready. There it is. Will be used immediately. The rage was off by Matu. Will he be able to survive? There's the perfect pull-up stun. I don't think he's getting out of this. He gets into the creep. The infest. He's going to need some assistance. The charge comes through now from Mickey with the turnaround infest. They're going to turn this around onto Secret. Secret, oh no, you chased a little too far. Now the pulverize onto Puppy. The silencer. Only thing going to be silenced is himself. Nisha doesn't actually become a casualty in that fight, but Matu with the clutch infest. My goodness. And he got the rage off first. That was the most probably important thing out of that as well. Got the rage before the Roar came out. Just mitigated a little bit of damage and the infest into the Satyr. Quick movements as well from the rest of the team of Liquid, willing to rotate, believing that Matu was going to survive that gank. Zai has the Vladimir's offering, I think working maybe towards the Wraith Pact as well. What's he sending out? A couple of clarities. Have to see if he commits for this aura build, you know, more than just the Wraith Pact, if he still goes into the Blink Dagger. I think the Blink Dagger is still pretty value for Zai, even with the silencer, because if he sees an opportunity to blink in on top of Puppy and get the silencer in the black hole, yeah, that's pretty important. So Zai, mid lane. Insania is going to be caught by the stun and the Vendetta, and don't really see him getting out of this one. He'll just tick down. +2 to Puppy. He's now got +4 permanent. Starting to get smarter and smarter on Puppy. Nisha regen room bottled up. Bottom lane has the Dragon Lance. A lot of stats. And Senses is a little bit of trouble in this bottom lane. Matu's coming over with the armlet completed. Value gauntlets. I don't think they're being built into anything for the time being, but 6 strength for 300 gold. It's decent. Boxy now rolling forward just onto the creep wave. Doesn't catch Puppy out, although the shards do. Matu's coming across and drop down the Midnight Pulse Rage. Used by Matu. Global Silence. There's no black hole. Charging through the Onslaught Roar. Catching onto Mickey in the backline. Meanwhile, Matu's trying to live with the Frost Shield on him. He will infest away. Mickey. Got to somehow get away further to the south. Does get stunned by the Impale. Not sure there's a way of it for him again. He's just going to TP. Is there any other stuns? There isn't. TP out. So, Secret, they don't lose their tier 1 tower. Global was used. There is a black hole up. So, for 95 seconds, there's no global and black hole is available. Wonder if Team Liquid want to make a bit of a play with that. That small timing they have. Okay. This game is going to be played around global silences. And Zai, I think he's got it leveled. Probably wants to make another push on this tier 1 tower, see if they can get use of this black hole. I'm not sure Secret will even try and defend it, knowing that global is down. And you can see the smoke is coming around behind the back. Mickey, Boxy, they're both here. Double 6 on Boxy, he's got the punch ready to go. Mickey, not quite BKB yet, has 2 out of the 3 components. See the Hawk up on the high ground. Scout out, Rezo, roll comes through, Snowball connects as well as the Onslaught, the Trample, the Punch, and the Pulverize. Beastmaster will go down now, turning into the Tusk. Nisha moving forward, waveforming out. Zai, he's got a black hole if he wants to use it. Boxy's being caught. There's the Chain Frost bouncing between the creeps. He will actually catch over on a Chrysalis in the backline now, moving up the hill. They're still going forward. Nisha, he's feeling pretty unbeatable here, but he drops the black hole. It's cancelled immediately by Zayak with the Spike Carapace. Moving forward now, Nisha wants to get another kill. He will with the adaptive strike, and it's just Matu against the world. He gets the kill. Moving over onto Nisha now. Can he slow him down? TP is coming in, and that'll probably signal the time to get out of here from Matu. He's stunned up. Still has the armlet toggles. Another TP coming through. He needs to be able to get to a creep. He'll infest away. And it'll be perfectly okay. But, yeah, good fight there for the side of Secret. Instantly cancelling that black hole. Zayak on the job, knowing they don't have a global silence, but knowing that it was his duty to make sure they get that cancel off there. And now Global will be back up, ready to use again when needed for the side of Secret. And I believe they're sending out the Vladimir's offering. So, not sure where he's going to commit to yet, whether it be the Wraith Pact or the Helm of the Overlord on Rezo. He hasn't even queued it up, so he's just unsure himself. He's going to wait and see which way he wants to sort of head with this. That is a BKB, though, on Mickey. So, the mid for Liquid feeling very strong right now. Zayak's actually moving in on cover bandana. There's a Ace Room popped, and they'll just assassinate Insania up on the high ground here. They had the vision from Zayak. Aghanim Scepter being queued up now for Mickey as well. Just trying to think really what the main purpose for that is. I mean, Sniper has the headshot. There's the Inner Beast on Beastmaster. The Morphling doesn't have any passive, so it's... I mean, what if Morphling morphs into Lifestealer? He morphs into Lifestealer and gets the Ghoul Frenzy and the Feast, and I guess that would disable the passives on the Morphling if he morphed into the Lifestealer. It's a fringe interaction, but it could happen. Uppy just trying to get any sort of farm tier at the moment. He wants to have a 4-staff. He's got an Iron Shadows already. 4-staff just to protect himself mainly. He needs to be safe in the back lines, just being able to wait for the right opportunity when that black hole is used to pop the global. He's committing to the Helm of the Overlord, so just going for the Vlads, going for the Helm of the Overlord. So are we going to see a Wraith Pact on Secret? I don't know if we are. They might actually not be building a Wraith Pact. I mean, Vlad's is good by itself, but the Wraith Pact with the damage mitigation is really, you know, where most teams have been heading towards. Boxy still not even anywhere close to a blink. Sanya working on a 4-staff as well. Just got the recipe to come. Zai's going for a BKB, so he's going to try and play around the global and that'd be the only one that's going to get to him. Zayak charging forward, didn't quite get close enough to catch the stun. Will actually spike Carapace over onto Boxy though. It's Vodka. You're in the airplane now. See you in the finals. It's Vodka. Man, I'll see you later then. Yeah. Make sure you land in time. Now charging forward is Liquid. 5-man smoke. They've got the Infest Bomb onto Boxy. And they get the catch. The stun's going to be there. Actually, misses Nisha. They get the backlines. If they can find Puppy, kill off this silencer, he'll immediately buy back into the fight. Global silence used. There's still a black hole. They want to try and turn around. Sinister Gauge over on Nisha. I don't think Zai actually has any opportunity to get a black hole off here. There's a good Chain Frost. And it sort of forces Secret back. Now that was double buybacks from the side of Secret. So it was actually a 2-for-2. Double buybacks. And they're going to head straight into the Roche Pit. I don't know if this is going to be fast enough. Us could be respawning. Boxy will be able to join this fight. It's just Zai. Although they'd have to know that it was happening. And Liquid made the call not to contest this at all. They're not in fighting shape. So that will fall, and Nish will claim the Aegis on this top side. You sort of feel a little bit bad about those buybacks to begin with, but it was to secure the Roshan. So Secret supports it was just the sports. They're happy to commit those buybacks to get the Aegis over onto their mid laner. R2's now stuck on this bottom lane. Team has sort of TP back, but they're still connecting up to this mid lane tower. There could be a bit of a fight brewing. Rezo has the Helm of the Overlord, has the Ancient Black Dragon. Tier 1 tower will just be yoinked from behind. Obviously no backdoor protection on tier 1s. Insania 4-staff complete. I just wonder if Puppey has his own 4-staff as well. Getting very close. Only about 400 gold away from getting that 4-staff on Puppey. And both teams are sort of playing pretty freely on the map right now with where they're standing. And see Zayak is trying to scout out. The whole Liquid is actually over Secret's side. Secret up on the top side, forcing down this tower with the Aegis in tow. And they might just threaten high ground here. I mean, they have the Helm of the Overlord, they have Nisha, Aegis, they have a sniper who can hit from a long way away. Sniper really doesn't have any damage items yet. However, he did go for the 0 assassinate build. Straight in for the shrapnel headshot and take aim. I wonder if he's going to go for the attributes instead of the assassinate. R2 finds his way back to his own jungle at about the right timing, considering that they have left the area. And Zai goes down bottom again. This is starting to get cruel. Zai is going to have a very, very hard game. Kill off the Ancient Black Dragon, so they'll have to be recollected by Rezo. Find himself another Ancient, but oh, there's the Ice Shaman here. Pretty good when pushing towers. Zai is bottom of the net worth for the cause.
Dire's bottom tower
He's having it rough. Not only has he not had a good game in terms of farm, but this game is going to be hard all the way through the end, no matter how long it takes. Actually, Boxy, they run into Zayak. I don't know he's there though. I might suspect something is up. Boxy, let's just roll away. Machu gets out immediately, kills the creep, and realizes that the squad of Secret is in the area. Maybe not as abandoned as they were thinking a moment ago. And with this Aegis, they're still just going to take another tower. Nisha being relentless. It's just the mid tier 2 that's still standing. And Nisha, he's almost the pos 1 this game. You know, the sniper, he's well down on the net worth chart. Crystals isn't getting the farm priority this game. He's sort of just there as a secondary threat. You have to sort of deal with the sniper because he will eventually sort of build up the damage. Almost like a Zeus sitting in the back lines. The damage will come, but if you're trying to deal with the sniper, there's Nisha sort of sitting there. Mickey could get caught. Rezo has the roar. No BKB off in time. I think this is a dead Primal Beast. Follow-up stun from Zayak, and soon the moment he didn't get the BKB off before the roar, it was curtains for Mickey on that top lane. And the map is closed in for Liquid. They're really not having much space to work with at all. Side lane tier 2 is gone. Mid lane tier 2 is under pretty heavy threat. Aegis still for another minute. And I think Liquid, I don't know if they can defend against it. Like Skying on the back line. They see Boxy stun, will miss. Boxy just moving at the last second. But this tier 2 with the Thunderhide, give him the buff over to Nisha. Look how fast he's attacking, my goodness. Tier 2s are all gone now to the side of Liquid. And Secret, they still have all their tier 2s pretty much full HP and a tier 1 as well. So they are sitting pretty on the map right now. They can farm anywhere, go anywhere. Anytime Liquid has to move out, it's under threat. No safety, there's no TP points. Even the outpost is claimed Secret at the moment as well. And yeah, any movements are just going to be likely scouted by the Hawks or by Zayak moving through with the Vendetta. Liquid are just trapped in. The 6k net worth lead currently to Secret, it's just going to expand. It's going to get larger and larger. Aegis does expire, so Liquid might feel like they can actually take a fight now. Whereas before, if they commit everything on Nisha to bring this Morphling down, and he's got a second life, then that's just game. Zyke has a blink dagger. So he is quite rich. Or at least he's just rushed the item. He's actually sort of towards the bottom. He's just rushed that one item. Insania, a little more net worth, but he's put it towards a 4-staff. Trying to save up for the shard, the Ice Spire at the moment. So Ice still doesn't have that BKB. So even if the Black Hole is possible to cast because Global's being used, it's still other causes, other spells that can cancel it up. R2 might be a saving grace for Liquid. He is holding above the Sniper in terms of net worth. He has the Deso, Basher, Armlet. Going for a Lincoln's. Hasn't gone back for the BKB, so no way to dispel the Global Silence. Looking, is there any Lotuses? Is Aghanim Scepter complete on Midday? No Lotuses actually, yeah, trying to move in on these creeps. And Insania goes down. There's the blink in. Raw onto Martu. Buyback immediately. Mickey charges forward with the BKB, but you can't fight into Nisha. He's dealing too much physical damage. He just died through BKB. There was a Primal Beast there. Insania pulled back for this. He's just getting blinked down under the shrapnel. He'll cast as many spells as he can. Nisha charges up forward onto the high ground. Martu, he's got the bashes. He has a little bit of damage, but it's not going to be anywhere near enough. He has to back away. And the racks of Liquid are just going to fall down. Nisha with the damage. He's got too much. Over 300 damage. He just ate through that Primal Beast. 2,500 HP with a BKB running. And it's like it didn't even exist. This first game slipping faster and faster away from Liquid. It's going to be 2 racks. It might even be 3. Holding any buybacks at the moment, Liquid. See Martu, he's gone to the mid lane, trying to maybe cut the wave. He 1.5 racks in the end, and I think that was generous from Secret. I think they probably could have forced a little bit more. Martu does get a kill onto the Nyx Assassin. Tyke, give him the tip over. Nisha, not enough presence to kill the lifesteal there, or threaten Martu in that situation. Zai. Close to BKB. Although Secret, they're hanging around. They've gone back in. There's Raw. They found the Enigma. He's immediately dead. Ogre still totem over from Mickey. Pop the BKB as well. And remember the damage from last time. Boxy, he's got the Seeds of Serenity on the ground. It's not going to really do a whole lot. They found Resolution. It's one dead. Martu, Infest Bomb, moving back up to the high ground. Dragged in Nisha. I don't know if they have the damage to turn around. Martu, he certainly doesn't. The Excadi's going to work. And he can't get away. They're all dead. There are a couple of buybacks. The tier 4s are falling. Liquid. That's just GG. They call it. Game 1 is done. They don't even bother buying act on their 2 cores. They call GG. They realize there's no way they can fight this. And Secret, they are 1 game away from securing a spot in that upper bracket. Well, not upper bracket, in the grand final. In the grand final. Same situation I believe they were in yesterday.